beautiful. Literally, this is exciting. Twice in one day that we are doing a live in the tribe because we are like that. We're crazy. We missed you guys yesterday. Yesterday was the first time ever that you and I both have taken the day off at the same day. So here we are. But we're not taking roll call. You guys have to already write your goals in for the week in the comment, or like you can even comment here. What are your goals for the week? But that's not what this live is all about. Marcia, what are we here to talk about today?
We have so many amazing things going on that we want to share. It has to do with mind, body, and soul. Obviously, when it came to mind, body, soul this morning, or afternoon, we talked to Dr. Rashmi. Is that how you say it, Rashmi?
Yeah, Dr. Rashmi Shram.
Jackie said perfectly. And then I'm like, yes, that. No, her. No, she was amazing. Like, you have to do the meditation for sure. But, what Jackie and I are all about is bringing you information and inspiring you guys to keep going. To keep going mentally. That's like the hardest part. It's not your workouts, it's not your nutrition, it's your mental strength. And sometimes you can go forward and you can fall all the way down the stairs. Then you go forward and then you fall back down the stairs. So we're here to help you pick you back up from being down the stairs, because that's what we're here for. We're here to bring you the healthy lifestyle. And it sounds so hard, and yet it's so easy at the same time. It's like this teeter-totter. Simple, actionable steps, healthy lifestyle. Like, how do I do this? You're teeter-tottering. And we like to bring you information, people. Like this morning we did an IG live with Robert Cheek and Matt, I can't forget, Frazier, right? I can never say it. I'm not good with names today, guys. So No Meat Athlete and veganbodybuilding.com wrote a book. And that's a true story. And it's called The Plant-Based Athlete. They did an amazing book. I've known them for so long just because I met Robert before, and then No Meat Athlete. I followed his blog for recipes and tips and tricks. So them two, here they are 11 years later, writing a book together. And so Jackie and I interviewed them. They were so much fun. Like, we weren't, when you interview somebody, you don't know how it's going to go. So we interviewed them. We were like, this is amazing. This was so much fun. There was so many jokes. The synergy was so great. And we had 4 people on the IG live. That was the first time we had 4. So that was fun. Yes. And then we had Dr. Rashmi on here talking about mind, body. Yeah, Ayurvedic, mind, body, soul things. It was just very amazing. So it's been like a soul-filling day with all this plant-based, vegan, mind, body, soul stuff. And we're here to bring you more. So started today, the Healthy Bundle just launched. And if you guys are familiar with the Healthy Bundle, or any of a bundle, period, Jackie and I team up a couple times a year with different companies to bring you guys courses and bundles all rolled into one, to bring you that information, the inspiration, and the motivation that you are looking for. Because sometimes I have to say, even though we're health coaches, we're not going to be your everything. You're going to need to find more motivation, especially in this swipe up world, scrolling world. You're like, there's a lot of information, and you really want to hone in and pick the information that speaks with you. And that's the information you're going to take, the one that resonates with you, and you're going to act on that motivation and that inspiration, because that's what you do, right? Like, if you're feeling yoga, or feeling, say, Jackie right now is really feeling into the like Chinese medicine and Ayurvedic. I can never say that right. Like the dosha, was it doshna? What is it, Jackie?
Yeah.
Yes. So she's feeling that, and it goes really beyond, like with the moon and the gravity and the poles and all that stuff. And so you got to be pulled and gravitate to what is speaking to you. And you're in this tribe for a reason. This is the Plant Chics tribe. You're in here for a reason, because you're being pulled to eat more plants. You don't have to be fully plant-based. You don't have to be vegan. You're here because you're learning about eating more plants, and you're inspired. Maybe you like us because we're fun. We always get that theme, like, oh my God, you guys are fun, have tons of energy. Maybe you're here for that. You're not here for the plant-based, right? You just like us, right? I mean, really, there's people I like that eat meat that I like. I love them. I think they're great, right? Like, say, Mel Robbins, you know what I mean? She's very inspirational. I'm not judging her off what she eats, right? I mean, sometimes we just love the person for that person themselves. Maybe you're here for that. Maybe you're here just to learn something, right? Maybe it's not me and Jackie. Maybe we just bring you great information and you're here to learn, right? Maybe it's our workouts, our low impact workouts. So we're bringing that whole collection with the bundle. So the bundle is a collection of plant-based and vegan influencers, health coaches, I'm not sure. Is there any doctors in this bundle, Jackie? I cannot
No,
remember.
and I don't think it's all plant-based, is it?
Yes, like, oh, no, maybe it's not all plant-based. Maybe it's just a healthy living collaboration. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
healthy
But
living, healthy
I
lifestyle.
did see a lot of plant-based and vegan stuff in the bundle. So it's about eating more whole foods. It's more of a holistic health bundle.
Yes.
So it launches today. It's only a short amount of time. And, we always have people that miss out on these bundles, and like, it's always the day after. It's like, it's done the next day. People email us, or they're like, DM us like, hey, where's the link to the bundle? And I'm like, it's over. So if you're just tuning in and you're hearing about the bundle, it is an amazing collaboration with 40 holistic health people to bring you information on nutrition, workouts, mindset, intuitive eating. What else, Jackie?
Hormones, emotional wellness, and self-care. And I'm so glad that we spoke with Dr. Rashmi before this live, because everything that she was talking, well, not everything, but a lot of the stuff that she was talking about, like the mindfulness and meditation and just self-care, this is all included. There's so many different courses and different ebooks that are available in the Healthy Living Bundle. So it's like the best time to talk about this nutrition training, like Marcia said, but the whole emotional well-being. This is really, really crucial, because you can be doing all the things right. Like you can be eating a plant-based or a predominantly plant-based diet, scooting out the ultra processed foods and just eating more nourishing and healing foods, getting pretty good sleep, getting outside, getting some fresh air. I'm looking outside right here. But then there might be something missing. And literally there's a couple different courses looking solely at emotional wellness and emotional health. And that is really powerful. And one of the things that Dr. Rashmi talked about today, and Dr. Amy Shaw has also talked about in her book, is getting outside and getting fresh air and grounding. And this is like Marcia, you were just talking about, some of the most simple steps, or some of the like simplest actions, are some of the hardest things to do. Like it's so powerful for just overall health and well-being. Getting outside first thing in the morning, but not necessarily going out for like a crazy exercise workout, but just getting outside, walking outside in the grass or in the dirt barefoot, grounding, getting that earth energy flowing up in through your body to help kind of reset you. Dr. Rashmi talked about that in the live earlier today. But these are some really, really amazing tools that are included in the Healthy Living Bundle that we can't like stop talking about enough. And my friends, we, like Marcy and I, it is our goal to get everyone in this tribe, like 2,000 of you, to all do LIT together, low impact interval training. That's our big program. We've been talking about a lot the past couple of weeks. And I don't know, Marcia, that we've actually ever said we want literally every single one of you doing LIT, because it would be fun having thousands of women getting lit. It would be so much fun. The energy, the camaraderie, oh my gosh, so amazing. So we've had a sale going on LIT. We're doing some sponsored ads, and that sale is ending today. But guess what? Part of the Healthy Living Bundle, we included LIT, low impact interval training, in the Healthy Living Bundle. So not only, actually, you don't even have to open any of the other courses in the Healthy Living Bundle. You can just get it for LIT alone, because LIT is $249. But in the Healthy Living Bundle, the bundle is only $70. So right there, you're already saving money. You get 4 weeks of working out with us. And ladies, we have so many people who did 5 and 6 rounds of LIT. You pay for our program one time, and then you have forever access to it. Marcy and I, we're constantly updating any and all of our programs. And whenever we update it, you get access to all those updates. So it's beautiful. You have over 30 low impact workouts in there. And if you're like, I don't want to do low impact, girl, yeah, you do. These low impact workouts, they're as intense or as low intensity as you want to make it. You are in charge of amping it up, making it a little bit more hard, or a little bit more difficult. Or if you need to like take it easy that day, then you do like an active living day, or you can bring the intensity down. And we're literally working out with you every day. And then you get our plant plates, which is our signature like recipe book. And it's, you eat like literally by a diagram. I wish we could like bring up pictures, like a share a screen, show like what the plant plate looks like. It's so incredible. But literally, we would love it if everyone in the tribe, that means you watching right now. Yes, we want you guys to do, we want you guys to get lit, and let's all start like next week. And this healthy living bundle is the best opportunity to do it because you only pay $70 and then you're already getting whatever $70 percentage that is. You're saving a huge amount if you only do lit, but there's literally 39 other courses in there that you'll want to dive into. Hormones, there's a couple different courses and ebooks on hormones. And we have a lot of ladies in here that are going around perimenopause, menopause. You've got some really great courses there. Also, if you are looking to build a plant-based family, or if you're wanting to start a family, there's a book in that as well. So this healthy lifestyle bundle, legitimately, I found that word. I literally found that on Instagram in one of the GIFs, and I love it. I always say legitimately, but it literally has everything in there. But we would love it if you guys would do lit with us. How fun would that be, Marcia?
I would love it. Yeah. I mean, Jackie and I still do lit. You know what I mean? It's like we have our own little workouts that we do. So, and we love watching other people do that. And then Karen recently, she joined the Plant Chics tribe. She is a vegan matchmaker. And so she connects veg people together that are in love, they're looking for love. And so she has been amazing. She's been telling all her people about lit. And, you know, you'll have to check her out. It's called Find Veg Love on Instagram. Love her. Her clubhouse stuff is off the hook. Like, she's amazing. She's such a great speaker. I just love her. But she's doing it right now. She's posting, and she's like, this is a lot harder than I thought it was going to be. But just remember, it's the action of doing it. And it's like, oh, that sounds great in theory. But when you do it, you're like, oh man, even when Jackie and I get off of lit, we do other stuff, we get back to lit, we forget that it can be challenging. So FYI. So that's included in the healthy bundle for $70. Like, it literally is, if you think about it, it is 70% off our regular price, at least. Okay. Like, it's like a third off. I mean, it's insane. Like, it's crazy. Another thing, when I was looking at the healthy bundle, let me just read a couple things to you. So I'm a hands-on person of action. Like, to me, to press play, do the workout, it's an action, right? Action person. Sometimes we look at recipes and we scroll by, right? Like, I love recipes. You guys know I have a ton of like books, but my favorite ones there, the ones that I use the most often, whether it's Instant Pot or whatever I'm cooking, and I literally will pick a recipe. It's fun for me to pick a recipe from the cookbook and, you know, do that. And even digital, I have like one that from 5 Second Health, that I have a digital one on my iPad, and I look and I pick the one that speaks to me the day, right? I just kind of intuitive eating thing. Well, I thought this was kind of fun. When I looked on the healthy bundle, there were 3 cooking classes. You guys, if you don't know how to cook, you need to get this bundle, because for $70, you can take 3 different cooking classes. Number one, you're getting all these recipes, but this Vivant Cooking School. It's a cooking school. It teaches you. How fun is that to do hands-on? Instead of pushing play to do lit, you could do that too. You push play to learn how to cook, right? Maybe you don't know, maybe you're like interested, like, what do I do? How do I do this? This is your sign, right? Here's another one. Gluten-free at-home online cooking. Maybe you're gluten-free. Maybe you don't know what to cook, how to cook. This is the class for you. Trust me, you're getting lit. And all these other cooking courses, these are online cooking schools and courses for $70, which I think is like amazing. Like, where can you do that? Where can you learn that at? Okay, so most of these courses, like you would take our online cooking school, I mean, they're thousands of dollars, guys, just as FYI. Here's another one, Mexican cooking, y'all. I have this, you know, Jackie and I buy the bundle for ourselves, right?
Oh,
yeah, so there's a virtual cooking class on Aura Mexican cooking. Like, I cannot wait to take that. When I saw that is on my radar to do, because I'm like, you know, yeah, I do buy courses and I get ebooks. And sometimes I have times, you know, you read them at different times they speak to you. When we get these bundles, there's different ones that speak to us. and I just kind of, have a little folder with Dropbox with my stuff in it. Well, here you go. Like, it's like these cooking classes are speaking to me and I want to do this. Here's another thing. Healthy Lux, you get a 1 year subscription to their app. Apps can cost us like 20 here, 30 there, 40 there, blah, blah, blah. This app is worth $49 a year. And then you're getting that lumped into that with lit and the cooking classes. Like, how fun is that, you guys? Especially hands-on classes like the cooking classes. Look at the training. So you got a ton of like amazing ebooks training. You literally get 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 training programs. Okay. And lit is lumped into that. Okay. Just FYI, just want you to be aware there. How much value,
guys, hold on. That's at least a year's worth of working out, because literally we've had women, I think I already said this, we've had women do lit 5, 6 rounds. So that's 5 or 6 months. But then you add in, like, literally you could do lit for 1 month and all these other training programs. That's a year of working out where you don't have to think about it. You just push play, or you take the book to the gym and you lift those weights, do that yoga, whatever it is. Boom, it's done for you. Don't have to think about it. Love it.
Yeah, even if you've done lit and you've already paid for it, this program, of course, you'll get more workouts, cooking classes. It's worth it, right? So you can bounce from lit to this, right? So like right here, you have a body blueprint 8-week workout guide. You have a workout guide. We have classes. There's another 8-week shred challenge on here. There's yoga. I'm not sure what MG Home Gym is, but again, when we get these bundles, we learn about different, I would say, health, and not just plant-based and vegan, but there's different health and holistic people that love living a holistic lifestyle. It's about embodying mind, body, soul, nourishing and moving. It's more about that kind of mentality versus just a workout. Even though it says a workout, think of it as moving, right? Here's another thing. So you guys know that we do one-on-one coaching and we do group coaching and we do all the coaching, right? So one of my clients said to me today, because she's learning what fun foods are and what nourishing and healing foods are. So the funniest thing was, she's like, now I look at a fun food, and she goes, I'm looking at food versus, is that going to nourish me or is that a fun food? Like, that's a win, guys.
That's a huge win. And I love it. Like, literally, I love hearing those stories. And that's what we live for, right, Marcia? I love hearing those stories. I'm like, yes, we're plant checking you out.
Yeah, but for her now to think that way, because before she was looking at food as calories and macros and proteins, that she was so like ingrained, which we want you to have a base knowledge of what that is. Don't get us wrong. We want you to know what that is, but we want you to know also what foods are going to nourish you and heal you, and what foods are just for fun, like fun foods, right? Say Jackie's coming into town with me in Dallas, and next thing you know, we're going to get a birthday cake. No, and then she's going to have this birthday. That's a fun food. That's not going to nourish or heal us, but it will nourish our soul, right? It will nourish our soul because we're having fun, and it's the camaraderie and the bonding, and it's a celebration. That's the fun thing. But you can't have that every single day of your life. It's going to lead to chronic illness and disease. So just FYI. But she's learning these cues of like, oh, that's a fun food. Maybe I should not be eating that every single day, because she literally asked if she could eat chocolate every day. There's 3 or 4 things she asked if she could eat that I was like, no. Which, I mean, you can have a square here and there, but you know what I mean? Like, I don't know what level she was asking for, because it's like, these are things you get to find out. You know what I mean? Is it a whole, she was like, Kit Kat bar. I'm like, no, you know what I mean? You got to find out what kind of chocolate, kind of do some stuff, right? I mean, she made her own stuff with dates and chocolate. That could be different, right? You got to think of these things in nourishing and healing mode. Like, is this a fun food? We're not saying you can't have fun food. We are, but just, you got to have it within moderation and, certain celebrations. Because if you keep living your life as one full fun food, you know where that's going to go.
Yeah, a lot of inflammation, which is going to lead to chronic illnesses and disease.
I'm going to go plug in my laptop. It's about to die. So hold on.
Perfect. And one of the other things that's included in this bundle, there's a course on self-love. Now, honestly, I kind of wish our girl Brandy had a course. Brandy Wilson, she's in here. I kind of wish that she had her self-love course. And actually, I don't think she has written a full-on course yet, but I kind of wish it was her program that was in it. But we will take the second best. And there's a whole course on self-love. And you've heard Marcy and I say this a bazillion times. We talk to ourselves more than any other person throughout the day, like 70,000 times. Don't quote me on that number. But literally, we're constantly talking to ourselves. And a lot of that talk can be negative or self defeating, or it can be like kind of talking down to ourselves. And we really need to work on changing the way that we have conversations with ourselves. Some of the things that I have said to myself in the past, I would never say to Marcia, who is a dear friend of mine. I would never say to my husband, even to my mother. And I can say some shitty things to those people that I love that are really, really close to me, that I wouldn't even say some of those things to those loved ones. So literally, I've taken years and years and years that I've been working on myself, retraining my thought process. And there's a beautiful course in the Healthy Living Bundle that talks about how to practice some self love. And again, this is a work in progress, just like what we were talking about on Dr. Rashmi's live. Like her clients will be doing really, really well and life is going great. And then they slip back. And that happens. That's life. Unfortunately, life is not all unicorns and rainbows. And it's not like just always growing, growing, growing. We do have setbacks. But when we have a setback, we start to recognize that, hey, you know what? I'm talking badly to myself and I need to I need to completely change that thought that I'm having and say something nice and say like an affirmation instead. And then you'll kind of get on that flow and you'll be going great for a while. And then you might have another setback, but then you get right back on it. And again, it comes to self-awareness and starting to practice more of that self-love. So I love that there's some courses on self-love, and this whole emotional well-being is a really, really hot topic within the Healthy Living Bundle. Marcy and I are all about nutrition and working out and like being like thoughtfully speaking to ourselves and love and sleep and all that stuff. But there's some courses that are like rock solid, like super high, like that's their solid focus is their emotional well-being instead of like lit, which is more food and nutrition and exercise. But then you can incorporate some of these other things in there too. So it's really, really, really powerful. And lit also has a lot of the mindset in there as well. But
Yep.
why not like double down and work even more, like pour more self-love into you so you can continue to grow and evolve. It's beautiful.
Yeah, and like self-love, self-care isn't selfish. And there's actually a guide called that. It's about self-care. A lot of people don't really realize that. They think it's like just going to the spa or getting a massage. And it's not just like that. It's also your emotional intelligence. You have to protect that. Me coming from a very domestic violence background, I didn't realize how I was very emotionally, I would say, my brain was not grown in that way to think that way. It took me a long time to get there. And I noticed, like, say, like my sister, she hasn't had therapy, she hasn't did the personal development work. She's still at a looping, like she's looping into bad behaviors, picking the wrong people, the wrong friends, the wrong choices. These are choices. And she doesn't realize that she needs to grow more. Sometimes, your brain needs to expand. I feel like early on, I always knew there was a better way. And I felt like there had to be a better way. And I was searching for the better way. Even in my horrible, the worst moment, rock bottom moments, I always felt like there's something better. And I'm holding out for it. I got to wait for it, get it, or whatever, grow with it, whatever it is. There's a saying that I saw the other day. I was like laughing. It's so true. The mind is like a parachute. It works better when it's open. You guys, you have to.
Oh, I love that.
Yes, you have to keep growing because I feel like my sister has not opened her parachute yet of her brain. And so I always have, because I'm always more of like, if you have us together, I'm gonna go with the flow type of person. I mean, I can be skeptical on some stuff and naive, but she still is resilient in the way she thinks and what she does. So I literally had a 2-hour conversation with her the other day. And she got back with a guy that she has been dating over and over that's not served her well. And I'm just like, you have got to go to therapy. Or some kind of coach. It doesn't have to be a therapist, right? Because I know people like a therapist costs so much money. If you can't afford a therapist, there are a ton of these guides. There's apps. We have all this information. You just have to act on it. Maybe it's just a health coach like Dr. Rashmi, right? She will lead you through meditation. Maybe meditation opens and expands your mind for you to realize the situation you're in, the habits that you're creating in this very moment of time. That's why you keep doing the same things over and over and over again. So it really helps to expand that. It doesn't always have to be a therapist. It could be a coach. It could be dropping one bad behavior and feeling better about yourself. And then, or just reading one ebook that can change your life, or taking, sorry, my dog is like coughing over there. I don't know if you can hear that, but it's loud. I'm like, oh my gosh. It could be one course that can inspire you. So for instance, Jacque and I, we love our plant-based business, right? And this is what we do. We bring you things, but behind the scenes, to create and grow a plant-based business, we have to grow, and we have to grow business-wise. That's a whole different personal development games. And it's like, I'm good with my personal development, but being an entrepreneur and growing your business, that's a whole different level of personal development. And it really is like, okay, now you got to put the gloves on and put the little, there's a little brain with gloves on, right? Boxing gloves, because you have to get strong. And you have to really build the mental muscle in your business world to get stronger, because failures, lots of failure. And you could be like, throw your pity party of failure, but failures are just lessons. Like Jacque and I know 101 ways how not to do a business. But that one way that does, it's worth it, right? So you're going to find out ways that work for you that don't work for you. And then what works for me may not work for, like, say, our business of plant-based. Like Jacque and I did Beachbody, right? That's a whole different type of marketing and branding and all that stuff. We did that for a split minute before we actually did Plant Chics, and we found out it wasn't our jam. It didn't work for us. So Plant Chics did, and how that works. This is how it's going to work for you too. There might be that course that works for you, that changes the trajectory of your life, right? It could be your mind, it could be your body, and it could be your soul. It could be anything that can trigger you. And having a coach, maybe we are your connector to finding somebody in this bundle that will connect you to somebody else that will change your life. Like it's about connecting, right? Maybe we are just the pipeline to getting you somewhere where you need to be. And it's like, oh my God, I remember I bought that bundle with the Plant Chics. I met this other girl that led into this, that led in that. Here's another one, the self-love challenge. She talked about Brandy. I was running one morning, I'm listening to the book called Light is the New Black. And if you guys ever heard the book, it's a great book. So I used to walk, run in the mornings. I would listen to ebooks that kind of nourish and heal my soul to put me in a good place in the mornings. And I still have to do that to this day. And so I had that on and I heard it, and it reminded me of Brandy. So I called Brandy and I stopped my run and I called her and I said, hey, you need to read this book called Light is the New Black. Totally, some things that you said, it resonated with me. I feel like you need to read this book. She did. And literally she read the book, loved the author, connected to her, went to her retreat, not once, twice, went to the retreat. She started her own brand called the Self-Love Challenge, about loving yourself. Like, it was literally, I connected her just to a book on my run and said, you need to do this. Watching her evolve from just getting that book, you guys. And it was a $20 book that changed, or audiobook that changed her life. This $70 could change your life. It could connect you to something higher than what you realize, like your, higher purpose than what you realize, because I feel like we're always growing. And if you're not growing, you're just not living life, right? Because we have to grow every single day. Like, we are humbled to our knees and as owning a business every single day. You got to learn to love yourself, right? And so the same thing here, but we have people that connect us. So right now, Adrian reached out to me. I've taken a couple of his courses, and he connected me for, hey, I want you to be beta tester for my program. Literally, it opened my eyes to a whole new world. And I'm not even kidding you. So we have the opportunity, even Jacque and I, to offer you the Brambilla method, what he uses for work. Now, we use the Brambilla method for a perspective of our business, not for our entire business, for a segment. Because remember, we told you we have different income streams coming in. But that helped us grow in a different area because he's a master in it. That's what he does. He's earned 8 figures from that. But him to connect me, to give me this information that I could bring to you and connect you, this could change the trajectory of your business. So we have that opportunity available. And it's all about connecting people to the right opportunity or to the right thing that will help expand their mind for them to think different.
And that is one of the beauties of being in the Plant Chics tribe. We're not just about food, fitness, and fun. Like, literally, it's so important that we all continue to grow and evolve and level up. food and nutrition, like our Plant Chics programs, that's one portion of who we are. This bundle has so many different options of different courses that you can dive into. And I love how you said that, Marcia, because literally there's so many ways to grow and evolve and to connect with other like-minded people. And you never know what little nugget of information you're going to get. And I love the one of the girls in the tribe, she ended up getting the Healthy Living Bundle. She emailed us earlier this morning about lit. And she literally, like COVID, everyone knows exactly, like there was just all kinds of stress and drama the past year. And a lot of people got out of their healthy lifestyle. And one of the things that she emailed us about, she's like, listen, I just want to be able to push play, not have to think about what I'm going to do for the workout the next day. I want it all written out for me. And that is exactly what we have in just one of the courses of the Healthy Living Bundle. And then if you want to dive into any other aspect of a healthy lifestyle, there's going to be a course that can give you that guidance as well. And even if you're wanting to like create a side hustle, this is totally a separate conversation. Like Mercy was just talking about the Brambila method. If you're wanting to figure out like what you want to do, like you want to have some extra money coming in, like in our email that I sent out on Sunday, I wrote the whole story. Like I have my brother, he was diagnosed with an ultra rare disease. And then 3 months later, my stepdad had a massive stroke. I was in pharmaceutical sales and it wasn't serving my purpose, like my soul. It wasn't serving my soul of what I wanted to do for work, but it paid really nice. So it was really hard for me to want to get out of it. So I needed something where I could work from anywhere and have money coming in and be able to work my own hours. And literally 3 years later is when Plant Chics was born. And it's been a saving grace. So if you are looking for something, and I'm right now, I'm in my sister's office in Las Vegas. She just graduated from her Doctor of Oriental Medicines. And I was able to be here for her graduation, be able to spend time with my father on Father's Day. It was beautiful. But if you are looking for a way to start creating some additional income coming in, literally the Brambila method, I cannot recommend it enough because it's literally 8 days, 7 days, 8 days worth of information. And you can make the money that you invest back into it if you put all the tools to practice. Like if you do what Adrienne suggests you do, you will make your money back within the week plus some. And this is going to start being recurring revenue where you can start building your brand, building your business. Again, it can be a nice little side hustle, but this side hustle can turn into $1,000 a month, $10,000 a month, $100,000 a year. Shoot, Adrienne's making over six figures a month. And it's not something that's totally far-fetched. He gives you simple tools that you can use. And then there's all kinds of different options to take you to the next level. So literally, we've got some amazing, amazing options for you guys between the Healthy Living Bundle and also the Brambila method. We literally, and both of these are only available for a limited amount of time.
Yes.
So the Healthy Living Bundle, it's only here for another week. And just like Marcia said at the beginning, literally people always email us or slide into our DMs the day after it ends. And we're like, hey, can I still get that bundle? No, you snooze, you lose. So if this is something that's kind of sparking your interest, don't think on it, just do it. It's going to be worth every penny of that investment. You are worth that investment. And the Brambila method, first of all, it's only available through the end of this month. But on top of that, we only have 100 tickets available, and we've gone through about half of those. So you only now, there's only 50-ish spots remaining. So you cannot sit on this. This is something, if you are really interested in creating a side hustle, bringing in some extra income, then this is something that you need to jump on because it's only available for a limited time. Both only available for a limited time. And they both are something that Marcia and I have both done. We've both participated in. We're doing the courses in the Healthy Living Bundle. We've done the Brambila method, and we are going to be with you every step of the way in the Brambila method and also in lit. And if you guys do the Healthy Living Bundle, if you like find a course that you're loving, put it in the comments. We want to see it. We'll do that course with you too. Like we love learning new stuff, right?
No, for sure. And I mean, I definitely want to do the cooking classes. So
No, that
I will definitely be posting that. I'm actually think I'm going to break it out probably tomorrow, the next day, because I'm finally getting my kitchen settled. You guys, I know I've announced on here before. I haven't officially announced it, but yeah. So we moved from Austin to Dallas. That's where we're from. So we moved back home basically, and we're getting settled. So this is my new kitchen. So when everything gets settled, I'll definitely have to cook from the courses and show you. So I see we have Katerina on here. So she's like, preach it, girl. So she's like, she's kind of been on the conversation. I love that. And Renee said that would be amazingly powerful. So yeah, you know what? It's all about connecting information and acting on the information for you to expand your mind, whether it's the healthy living bundle or Brambilla method. It could be, I always say work on the area of your mind, body, soul that's speaking to you right now. Some people could be nutrition, other people could be workouts, some people it's mindset. We've actually worked on all three, and you can work on all three together too, because all synergistically works together. I feel like when you find one avenue that speaks to you, then you start expanding your mind to the other avenues. Oh, I need to work on my fitness now. I need to work on my mental thing. I need to work on this, or how I react, or I just want to learn something new. And so, I have another friend of mine. I was watching her. She wanted to get back into dancing, so she hired a dance coach to come to her house and teach her. Yeah, and teach her to dance because it brings her joy. And it's about doing those things that bring you joy, right? And you have to be open to grow, move, and change. Just like me moving, like our place, we were no longer like joy was no longer for us in Austin. Like it was fun, we tapped out, and now we had to move, and we didn't have to, but we moved because we know that Dallas brought us joy. And just already being back here, this the mental feeling of it, it feels good. You know what I mean? We still have to wrap up some stuff in Austin. So, but by the I would say by July 7th to July 8th, we'll be officially full-time here in Dallas, which I'm super excited about. But you have to do these things that bring you joy in your life, whether it's changing a job, finding a new one, moving, because remember, you're not a tree, which you can be. You grow, you have to put the roots in, but you can move a tree, right? You can actually take those big giant trees and you can grow them and you can move them. So you can move anytime. You don't have to stay the same. So if you know somebody that's interested in, changing business or something like that, the Brambilla method's for you. If you want to work on your health, I think the healthy bundle is a great way to go. And it doesn't have to be for you, it could be for somebody else. We also had somebody on the last bundle we did. She bought one of our bundles from the very, very long time ago called the vegan bundle. She finally opened it up after like a year. It was the funniest thing. And she goes, girl, I didn't realize it. Like she had saved it. She's like, I'm so glad I got that, because she was starting this business with food, right? And it gave her so many ideas on recipes. And I was like, oh, she was like, I had a ton. I didn't even think about it. I bought the bundle, forgot about it. And then she goes, and here it is, like a year later, it came into her life when she needed it. And she had got the bundle. I mean, she opened the bundle and, it was useful for her.
And if you are interested in starting a plant-based business or a business around healthy lifestyle, literally, this bundle is a really good financial investment for competitive intelligence. That's what we used to always call it, like in the pharma world. We like, oh, I got some competitive intelligence. This is what this drug company is saying, da 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 da. But literally, you can get the healthy living bundle and see 40 different influencers, key opinion leaders. You can see how they write out their courses, their ebooks, their programs. You can see how their videos are. You can do all of that. So literally, it's brilliant on so many levels. So you can do it to get all of this incredible knowledge and information, great workouts, tons of recipes. Probably you'll get some meditations, kind of like what Dr. Rashmi took us through earlier, hormone information. Or if you're simply wanting to create any kind of business around a healthy lifestyle, this is actually a really, really good investment towards your business to just get some information and see how other people are creating their courses and ebooks. And yeah, all right.
And to learn, yeah, to see what's out there. All right, well, thank you for joining us. I know we said we were going to be on this week, but we had such amazing, information to share with you guys. We could not get on here. So Again, thank you. We will see you guys soon. So you guys know we're pretty active on Instagram, so follow our stories on or TikTok, so whichever.
That's right. And just before we leave, Wellness Wednesday tomorrow at noon Eastern on Clubhouse. It's a quick 30-minute room, short and sweet. You just log in, you tell us how you're doing, like what are your goals for the week? What have you done to be healthy like today? So literally short, sweet, inspirational. So hopefully we'll see you on Clubhouse tomorrow at noon Eastern, 11 Central. All right.
All right, bye guys. Have a good day.
Bye guys.